Hey guys, it's Denise Cooper and hi BookTube, hi YouTube, hi Black BookTube, hi Black YouTube, hi White YouTube, hi Mexican YouTube, hi Chicano YouTube, my Chicano family in Topeka, Kansas. Yes! Hey Junior Ramos. No, I'm just joking. I went way back, so if you're from Kansas, you know what I'm talking about. Just beautiful. Oh my God. Anyway, hi BookTube. This is Denise Cooper and I am going to wrap up April. That's what I'm gonna do, and I hope that you know what, I should have just got on Goodreads. I should have just got on Goodreads and just start reading some of the reviews, or one of the reviews that I wrote in April. Actually, I did 2 reviews. I think I'm trying to keep up with Goodreads, but when I get on Goodreads and then I start talking to people, and then I get on Facebook and start talking to people, and you know how it is with the internet, you get all trapped, and then of course you can't read and you can't paint and you can't do all the things that you want to do, like clean your house and all this stuff. So I had to hire a cleaning service. Yes, I did. I'm not embarrassed of that. Guess who my cleaning service is? My daughter, Natasha Danielle. Yes, I pay her a nice, beautiful fee. I went on the internet and I seriously pay my daughter to clean my house once a month, maybe twice a month, whatever. Her and her girlfriend, they come over here, they clean my house. Oh my gosh, you guys should see my storage space back there. First, I wouldn't even walk back there. There was so much stuff. I was like, oh my God, I'm not even gonna put books back there. There's shelves and shelves in my storage room, not in my art room or my studio, nowhere else in the house, but that wonderful storage room back there, which is right off my bedroom door, which I keep shut because I don't wanna see the mess. Now it's just beautiful. She goes, come in here, mommy. And I'm like, is this for me? It's been in my house all this time. I could put books back here. She goes, no, just do your art and let the books be where they are. But there's so many shelves. Whatever. It's supposed to be like for food or storage and whatever, but yeah, I just keep art back there. And it's got a nice little desk area, and I can see the window because I had stuff just like piled up. It was just insane. So I'm wrapping up April, right? You want to see the books, right? And yes, I have been doing a little bit of book shopping, and my job last year, my idea to do a little sale so we can make money and buy things, like when we have showers for people when they're pregnant and having babies, and we have food and presents, we kind of get money together for that. And how we do that, we have bake sales, this, that, and whatever. So I was like, let's have a book sale, you know. So we sell paperbacks for $1, hardcovers for $2, and we're also selling CDs and music, same thing. And yeah, I haven't seen any albums creep up in there, but if I do, I'm going to snatch them. So I have been buying some books and also unhauling. I'm sorry I haven't been coming on here talking about what I'm unhauling. I've been taking books to Words on Wheels, you guys, the bus with the free books, and you drop off things and you get things. And even if you don't drop off things, she's so sweet that she'll let you just get anything. But I always like to kind of give and take. So to keep the circle going, right? So you guys, I have been unhauling a lot of books, but every time I unhaul books, I get about 2 or 3 more. Okay, if I take 4, I get about 3. If I take 5, I get like 6. No, anyway. So I've been buying some books, and I've been taking like maybe 1 or 2 to 4 or 5 books one day, and I'm getting rid of, and I'm not even joking, when I'm a Prince fan. That was my first concert ever, and it took a long time to get over that, and it's still very fresh, I know, but it took me days. I was seriously locked up in the bed for a couple of days, boohooing and crying and watching everything on Prince. I was gonna say, and I was gonna lie, I was gonna say this is the first day that I haven't watched something about Prince, but I get up in the morning and I watch something about Prince. But what his life taught me, and you know, the whole Prince and passed or died, bleh, can't even say that in the same sentence, being that he's the epitome of life, it seemed like. I just knew that he was going to get gray hair, and we were going to see him with a white beard, with, you know, freed slave now, you know, I own the record company, it was something, you know, whatever. I just thought he would live forever and I would be around to see it, but he was 57, I'm 51 as of last month. And so what his life and his passing has done to me is let me know that, of course, I know we all gonna die. I knew that before he passed, you guys, don't get me wrong. It's just that I think that affected a lot of people, probably everybody. But it made my life this short, which means if I pass when he passed, I have 6 more years, because he was only 6 more years. Prince was only 6 years older than me. Only 6 years. So when I went to go see him, my first concert, I was a teenager. He was, you know, in his 20s. So young. So beautiful. So talented. So I start giving away a lot of books. How's that relate to books? Because I thought, I only want to read what I want to read while I'm alive. And some of that stuff, like Patricia Conwell, I've never read her, and I was just collecting her books because somebody said it was good, and I'm sure it is because she's got some big old books and she's just got a lot of them. They just keep coming out, right? So I was like, I'm going to hop on the train and I'm going to get those books because I like doing that, right? So I started unhauling those books. So I maybe have about 2 left versus the 8 or 9 that I had. So been unhauling, you guys, and hauling. As you saw recently at my that's so sad. But seriously, I'm only getting things that I truly like. I want to read that before I die. That's how it feels to me. Like, I want to paint this painting before I'm gonna make these earrings before I die. I'm gonna make dolls again before I die. I'm gonna do all the things that I want to do before I pass away and meet my demise. So these are some of the books I got from my job. This is called The Seasons of Been to Blackbird. If you guys follow me on not Goodreads, but Instagram, for some reason I can't upload any more pictures to Instagram. It keeps telling me that there was a problem and I need to report it. So I've been reporting it. So therefore I can't get any more pictures. So these were the last 2 books that I took pictures of on, that's funny. Yeah, it's probably because these old behind books I keep collecting. But anyway, this is so cool. I took some pictures. So these are kind of redundant for you guys who have seen the pictures on Instagram. The Liberation of L.B. Jones, Jessie Hill Ford. And my supervisor is the coolest chick. She's a poet. She's a hippie. She is the coolest chick. She reads all kind of stuff, okay? I love her, right? So anyway, she bought some of her books. And I'm like, I'm getting rid of the stuff I just don't want to read before I die. And she is killing me with the stuff that I really want to read before I die. So I'm like, look at this cover. It's so old school. You know, guys know I love old, decrepit, falling apart type of, look at that. It looks like an old TV series. You recognize these actors? You recognize them? Yeah. Crazy, right? And look at that. Snatching that gown off of that woman and showing her booty. What? So anyway, I don't know what it's about, but it says first an explosive bestseller that the New York Times called stunning, important, impressive, and the Cleveland Plain Dealer, whoever they are, termed of shattering excellence, will not give you one instance of relaxation, escape, or peace of mind. The Liberation of L.B. Jones, now a powerful motion picture that dares to tell it like it is in the South. Woo! Columbia Pictures presents a William Wyler film, and it goes on talking about the liberation of L.B. Jones. Has anybody heard of this? I haven't. I think this book is like older than me. I don't know. It's yellowing, and if I read this book, I know that this is going to come apart, much like my book I'm getting ready to show you that I read in April, but it's coming apart. So let me just look at the when it was, yeah, copyright 1964-65. I was born in 64, so yeah, this book is 51 years old, actually 52 when it was first copywritten in 64. So old ass book, old ass woman. Who looks better? Yellowing. Yeah, eyes is yellowing, teeth is yellowing. We just getting there. But anyway, The Seasons of Been to Blackbird by Akusha Busha. You guys know her from Nelly in The Color Purple. Isn't that Akusha Busha? I love her. She's so beautiful. And anyway, I got a picture of her somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of old too. Or somebody just had it in the sun, because look how yellow that is. Like crazy yellow. Like it's a... She ain't that old. I know she ain't older than me. At least, you know, when you get 50 something, you just think that you're older than everybody. It was copyrighted in 1996. Akusha Busha. Gosh, I didn't know she wrote it back then, like the 90s, before Party Like It's 1999 and stuff. So anyway, that's another book that I've hauled from my job, but this is about whatever I want it to be about. So you guys, I'm trying to find some footage that, and I couldn't. This video is supposed to be the video that I already made, and I cannot find it on my computer. I did a reaction video to this book, 12 Years a Slave, and I have to find it because I still want to share it. So because it's supposed to be attached to another review that I've already done that turned out to be like 30 something minutes long, I was like, I said I would do one long video a month. This is not going to be the one. So it's going to be long, but it's not going to be that long. So anyway, 12 Years a Slave, I talked about it a little bit. Basically, I just did a reaction when I was into reading it, and I literally said, yeah, there's a storm out here, so if you see the lights flicker, it's because we got a storm. So 12 Years a Slave, when I was into it, reading it, I'm thinking, dang, I thought a lot of things, but the one thing I said in that particular video that I'm trying to find is that I would not recommend this to my daughter, because I was so hurt that I don't want to see my baby in the stage that I was. I literally fell apart. Yeah. So it's a 5-star book because the man was totally, completely intelligent, and just basically villains, robbers snatched him, a free man, and you know, America, what have you done? But anyway, Oscar Lewis, The Children of Sanchez, an autobiography of a Mexican family, which was also made as an emotion picture. When you first saw this book, it wasn't that decrepit, but because it's old, and this book is definitely older than I am too. I think it was, yeah, 1963 when this book was written. You guys, this freaking book is awesome. Ouch! This book is awesome. It's told by the family, the Sanchez family, Roberto, Manuel, Consuelo, and Marta, the 4 children of this man who I don't even want to speak his name. He makes me sick. But I'm telling you, he took care of his kids the best way he could, and all that stuff that he did and the things that he said to them is just hurtful. It's family. It's brutal. It's raw. Oh my God, is it raw? Oh my God, the sleeping around, the nasty, disgusting sleeping around that goes on in this, you know, Casa Grande is just way too much. You think, oh geez. And then I'm on to this one part where I've already read the book. What I'm saying is I'm on to this one part that just like totally just, I had so many, like, I love Manuel. He was wild, right? And then there's my favorite part, and I've got it tagged here. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. But I don't want to read it to you. I've been trying to read this to you guys so many times. I just want to read excerpts like, listen to what they're going through. Listen at their life. And then Manuel. Just read the book. It's just read Children of Sanchez. Get your life. Read the book. It's an autobiography. Yeah. Just read it and read the introduction. Read that. It is definitely a 5-star book for me. Some people might give it a 4-star, and that is great and grand. And it might be a 4-star book, but I'm so glad that I came in contact with that book. Yeah, this is going back to Stephen King when he was at his brilliance, writing books that I just was like, damn, he's good. And to have Campbell Scott read it to me? Are you serious? I seriously think he just read it for me, like just to me. So anyway, I listened to this while I painted a lot, doing a lot of art. That's why on my Goodreads, if you follow that, I only have 36 books that I scheduled to read this year. I know I'm going to read more because I'm 1 book ahead, and I'm reading 2 and 3 books at a time in April. April, however, was Coetzee month, and where's my Coetzee book? I was going to have that first. I'm real organized as always. Yes, I am. Oh, this is another book that I hauled. This is not Coetzee. This is Lucy by Jamaica Kincaid. I got this from Words on Wheels. Look how brand new it is. Except for there's some pin marks. Some little kid got to it. Probably my grandkids. Probably mine. Okay. So anyway, there's Lucy. Beautiful. Jamaica Kincaid. I hauled that. And I also got this brand new. Guess what, you guys? If you follow me on this channel and you can remember all the books that I'm getting and unhauling, I already got this one and I got it again. So no, I'm not going to send it to anybody. I'm just going to get it to a random person. I'll probably take this one to work tomorrow. That's what I'll do. I'll put it over there and that way I can take it to work tomorrow. But my man, you guys, I learned so much about Coetzee and his childhood in this book called Boyhood. April was Coetzee month, and I only read 1 Coetzee book because I was reading those things that I just told you. I got through The Shining, I got through 12 Years a Slave, whew, and The Children of Sanchez, and my man Coetzee. So that was just 4 books for me in April, and a lot of art that I'm not showing to anybody because some of it is just pretty dang explicit. Anyway, so Boyhood, scenes from provincial life. This is Coetzee from a young age, knowing that he is a privileged white South African, knowing that things are not right, knowing that he doesn't have a good relationship with his father, and he almost detests his mother and her position in life, and how, but he also needs her. It's like he's her favorite, and he's just so wrong. Like, he's a brat. Like, but he's so, you can feel how this man is reflecting on his childhood, and he's so assured of who they all are in that setting in their lives where they are the privileged people in a place where they are not, although that's their home. But there's always something about Coetzee books where he's got that love-hate that I always sense of his homeland in Africa, and that's probably why he doesn't live there now. He lives in Australia from the last thing that I read. Remember, I told you guys that. So I really love this book. It's only 166 pages, so if you want to start with Coetzee, I would say start here. Now remember, I have said start here or start or whatever, but I hadn't read this book. This is him talking about his young life in South Africa. And there's one, I think it's right on the top. It says, the best description of a childhood I have ever read, The Times, right? Now, I don't know about all that, but for him and for his life in South Africa, being that I'm not from South Africa, never lived in there, never even been to the continent or that country, I can't say if it's the best description of a childhood ever, because I haven't read a lot of books like this. But this being one of the first, other than, of course, you know, those coming of age stories. I mean, one of the books that speaks out in my heart still is one of my favorite books of all time, which I told you guys about in the New York book tag, which is Claude Brown, Man Child of the Promised Land, right? So this one is right up there because I'm such a fan of William, my son. I'm really a fan of my son, so his name just came to mind, but J.M. Coetzee. John Maxwell Coetzee. And that's that. That's what I read in April, and also listened to Stephen King. I think he is brilliant with The Shining. And to have Campbell Scott read it. Yeah, the giveaway is closed. There was only one person that wanted a book, so, or an audio book, so Tati, you got it, girl. Not The Shining, but the one that you chose, which is Destined to Witness. It is on its way because it is the first part of May, and I haven't gone to the post office yet, so sorry. But I'll get there, right? Bye, guys. See you at the end of the month. I have a video that I've already recorded, and like I said, it's really long, and it's my one long video of the month, and you're going, oh shit, this, well, darn, Denise, this one's long too, but yeah. So you're going to get like 2 to 3 videos from me this month. This one, the one that I've already filmed and did a review of. I'm sorry, I forgot. Duh. I also read this in April. And this is the one I did a review on. That's probably why I just had it sitting there. This is the brand new one that I bought. Yep, this is a nice and clean, beautiful version of A Coach's Nightmare by Frank Grover Jr. You guys met him. He was the last video that I did. Yeah, and he came over to my house and he bought some art from me, and we talked about this book and his new upcoming book. I read this one. This was my copy that I'm keeping, and this one I was going to give away to someone, and someone, please, and I asked you guys to ask him some questions because he's actually going to come back and do a Q&A section, questions and answers for the author, for a first-time author. How does it feel to get your book out? How is it going from here to there and everywhere and selling your book? You're on Amazon. You're out in the streets selling your novel. Why is it so important? What made you do it, Frank? Have whatever question you want. And I'm giving away one of the books. So if you want it, hit me in the mailbox here on the YouTube and I will send it to you. How am I going to pick? You know, I'll pick at random. So the fourth person that hits me up, because 4 is my favorite number, you got this book as long as you live in the United States. Thank you very much, because I don't have all that kind of cash to be sending y'all stuff. You know, I'll be mailing my art off and stuff, and I ain't got time to be doing shipping and handling for everything, especially when it's free. Bye, you guys.